Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here and welcome back to another week of the WBE. This time we have playoffs. It is the first week of playoffs. The Jubilife Piplups, which I am coaching, has reached that playoffs by hitting a 7-3 record in the regular season and finishing 5th seed. Today we will be rematching AutoMatthic and his Nuzleafs here today, and if you want to go check out his channel again, everything will be linked in the description down below. But yeah, I'm very happy that we were able to make playoffs, and now let's just win the whole thing. Very simple, easily. And by winning the whole thing, I mean I just hope that I'm able to pull off a good show, and I'm just happy that we made playoffs in the first place. A little bit out of my expectation, but hey, we were able to do it, and now we will try our best. I do hope we could win. That would be a crazy storyline, but you know what, if we don't, I'm just happy that we were able to make playoffs, and hopefully I can give you guys a good show and give you some good battles, or battle, as we could lose this one. So if you don't know, me and AutoMatthic actually played week 10 of the WBE. As a recap for anyone who didn't watch that, we didn't bring our serious teams because we were both locked into playoffs and had a potential of facing round 1. And speaking of that situation, yeah, that's the scenario that happened. So we get a rematch against AutoMatthic in a more serious match this time. If we don't know, the draft of the Jubilife Piplups consists of Corviknight, Conkelder, Rotomwash, Amoonguss, Umbreon, Rhyperior, Reboot, Alolan Exeggutor, Frostlass, Clefairy, and a Rangaroo, while the Nuzleafs consist of Aegislash, Starmie, Mandibuzz, Galar Weezing, the Arcanine, Rotom, Mo, Araquanid, Beware, Mudsdale, Linoon, and Mawile. So we are playing a serious match this time, which means that, you know, all the stakes, of course, single elimination in playoffs. So if we lose this one, we are out of the WBE, and yeah, should be a fun one. So I decided to change an approach here, and yeah, so what I noticed about his team, of course, we did have a basically a battle in week 10, and even though it wasn't some super serious sets, I was able to get some good information of, you know, feeling out some of the things that could be potentially be brought here. So if a recap, which was Rotomwash went in on that mock trial. So Rotomwash definitely going to be key, and I definitely like an offensive set for this one. I brought Specs the first time, and I'm going to be changing up for the Nasty Plot set this time. And yeah, so here's how I feel like what Pokemon will be brought here. I think Aegislash 100% going to be brought this time. Arcanine 100% going to be brought. Arcanine is just good against my team with Corviknight. Aegislash is really good against my team, I feel like, in general, with its coverage. I feel like he might actually bring Sunny Day Arcanine once again, because it was actually pretty good, and I actually do think it's his best Arcanine pick. I don't like defensive Arcanine in the matchup. I mean, he could bring it, but I do think offensive Sunny Day Arcanine is actually very scary for me in general. Just hard for me to hit it. So I do expect that. Rotom Mo, I 100% expect him to bring. He didn't bring it the first time, and the Rotomwash just swept him. So yeah, I think he has to bring it this time. Like, I just expect a Rotom. I feel like he might bring a either bulky offensive set. I feel like either one is fine. I could see him running Specs potentially. I could see him running just something offensive. I'm not exactly too sure. I think he might bring Defog on it, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I think he brings Weezing because Conkelder could be a big threat to his team, and he does have a really good switching in the Conkelder in Weezing, so I do think Weezing is going to be brought. It's also pretty good against my team. Can hit Umbreon, which can open up the doors for the Aegislash that he has. So yeah, I do expect Weezing to be brought. And then the last two, I'm actually expecting, let's see, I said Aegislash, Rotom Mo, Arcanine, Weezing, and then I think it's going to be Starmie or Mandibuzz. I feel like he might just bring both of them, but I'm not exactly too sure, because Mandibuzz is a decent against my team. I feel like having a defog user is just really nice in general. He might not bring it, but an offensive set could actually work like the first time, although yeah, it does. Yeah, I think he does have potential for maybe like bringing an offensive Mandibuzz set, because I don't super switch into it well in general. He could pivot with U-turn momentum. I think defog is again really important, so he could bring the Mandibuzz. But I think Starmie is also very scary, especially as I mentioned, I think, did I mention week 10? I knew I had this in the back of my head for playoffs for sure, but I was scared of Specs Analytics. Starmie with Hydro Pump really messes up my team really hard, so I do expect him to bring Starmie actually. And then yeah, last mon I think is between the Mandibuzz, and actually I think Mudsdale is actually a very big contender in this matchup. The reason I think the Mudsdale is actually very potential here is because of the fact that One, I think rocks are really nice against my team. I think especially for the Starmie and Aegislash, he might bring rocks. Second is an electric immunity, which I think would be very nice, especially if I do bring a Specs Rotom. He has a switch into that, so because otherwise I could keep Volt switching around. So yeah, the 6 I potentially see is Aegislash, Weezing, Arcanine, Rotom, and Starmie, and then a mix of either Mandibuzz or Mudsdale. That's basically what I expect. So going into what I am bringing, I'm going with a leftovers Nasty Plot Rotom, because again, offensive Rotom really good against the team. We've seen that before. I could set up on potentially Mandibuzz. It's set up on the Weezing, potentially Arcanine. I mean, it just hits really hard. I'm going 52 speed creeping the Rotom that I had in the previous game in case he thinks I'm going to bring the same Rotom potentially. And yeah, I think just having a bulky Rotom that can take hits with Nasty Plot setting up for this Pokemon, I think it's very good in a potential mid game or early game, just sweeper, just getting some damage off right off the bat, especially if I can get rid of the Rotom Mo. I am bringing the Mungus because I do need a pivot to that. I need a pivot to specifically the Rotom Mo because he probably just clicks Volt Switch every time, and it's very annoying to deal with the Rotom Mo Volt Switching. So I thought a Mungus definitely good because of the Regenerator. And yeah, I do want to potentially use this Amoonguss to full effect. I'm having Foul Play for the Aegislash. I just want to have multiple cases for the Aegislash. I think the EV spread allows it to live a +2 Life Orb Shadow Claw, if I'm not mistaken. Or I don't remember what I exactly went for. I'm pretty sure it was one of those, or maybe it was just a regular Shadow Claw after rocks. It was one of those two for sure. I definitely wanted some bulk. I'm going with this Rhyperior set, which is a very interesting Rhyperior set. As you can see, I have a lot of attack and actually a lot of speed with Rock Slide, Earthquake, Rock Polish, and Stealth Rock. So my goal for this Rhyperior is basically to get Stealth Rocks up potentially. I could get Stealth Rocks up, I think, very easily potentially on the Weezing or the Mandibuzz, be able to get the rocks up and basically, you know, chipping away the Rotom Cut, because the Rotom Cut, or Rotom Mo, however you want to pronounce it, it's basically just chipping that way for my Rotom, again, a win con, and, you know, affecting that Starmie for the Rock Polish end game I'm going to try to set up. So I think Rock Polish, the Rhyperior, actually sweeps the team. We saw in a week 10 that I was able to sweep with Rhyperior under Trick Room. So I'm thinking, since I'm not going to Trick Room mode this time, Rock Polish, be able to sweep would be really good. Having the rocks up for Starmie as well is really nice, because I might be able to knock it out with like Earthquake after 2 hits of rocks, which would be really cool here. So yeah, gonna be bring that offensive Rhyperior. I think this thing is gonna be the win con. I think this thing can just sweep realistically, and I think it's the mon that's most likely to sweep. I think Rotom has potential to sweep, but it's a bit harder to set up with Rotom, especially if it's like the Sunny Day Arcanine, if it is being brought. So yeah, I do think Rhyperior is really good here. The Frostlass we're bringing is an Expert Belt set. The Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Spikes, and Toxic with Modest Nature, max speed to outspeed Arcanine just by 1 point, actually. Perfect amount. And yeah, actually, I don't even know why I'm 236 special attack. I think there's a calc somewhere, or maybe I don't remember what that 236 special attack is realistically, but I think it's good enough. I think Ice Beam Shadow Ball coverage is basically what I need to hit. It hits everything pretty hard. I wanted Expert Belt because of the Rotom Cut, as well as the Mandibuzz potentially if I get in a specific range. And yeah, that's basically all I really need this process for. I want to try to maybe get some Toxic off on a switch in potentially, specifically maybe the Arcanine, because that'd be really nice to wear that down, because it allows my Amoonguss, because I don't have the best switch-ins to Arcanine, especially if it's that Sunny Day variant. So being able to wear it down, having Spikes, I think is really nice, again helping against the Starmie and Aegislash. If I'm able to get a layer of Spikes up against the Starmie and have the rocks up as well, goes down to +2 Earthquake. I mean, yeah, allows me to get Earthquake sweep off potentially. And yeah, I think it's just really good in general. Having Toxic, again, just trying to bring it for switch-ins that happens and be able to Toxic it, because he's not going to go hard Aegislash, I think. And I do think Arcanine might be the switch. The Umbreon here, I do like Umbreon a lot, again, for the Aegislash, as well as the Starmie. Those Pokemon are very problematic. The EV spread allows me to live +2 close combat from Aegislash after rocks, I think. I don't think it fits with Life Orb. And I wanted a bulky Umbreon for sure, as especially defensive, because I want to make sure it can still take attacks from Arcanine, Rotom Mo, and the Starmie decently, because Starmie is a threat. Going to be running Baton Pass for momentum, which I do think is very possible. Heal Bell, because I do expect maybe some Toxic, maybe from like Mandibuzz or Weezing. He could even bring Toxic Aegislash. Toxic Rotom could be a thing, although I really don't think it's going to be. I think Mustang gets Toxic too, so, you know, just having ways to prevent the Toxic damage from adding up is really nice. And finally, we're going to go with the Citrus Berry Conkeldurr. I didn't really have like an item I want on Conkeldurr, so I might as well just have Citrus Berry because it's a good item in general. I didn't really need an offensive item on the Conkeldurr. I only brought Conkeldurr really because A, it's really nice for defog, I think, and it can, you know, chip away the Rotom as well as the Arcanine. Especially, yeah, I think just being able to knock off items is really nice, especially if like if I already get rid of the Weezing immediately or like, you know, pretty early in the game. His next switch in is probably going to be the Arcanine, so I could always knock it off, get rid of the heavy duty boots, and then it is vulnerable to the rocks damage, which I think could be really valuable in this game. So yeah, that's gonna be what I bring. Oh, and the speed, if you're wondering, on the Rhyperior and the Conkeldurr, Rhyperior, I'm just trying to speed creep the Weezing, potentially the Aegislash as well if he brings one of the slower Aegislashes like before. And yeah, that's basically what these Pokemon are meant to do. But yeah, we're gonna cut to the game against AutoMatthic. Make sure you leave a comment down below of what you think members are going to be MVP on his team as well as my team. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. Let's cut to the battle with AutoMatthic. Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here, and we have playoffs for the WBE. If you don't know, we're the Jubilife Piplups, and we are rematching the Nuzleafs, who we faced in week 10 on a less serious note, but this time it's playoffs, all or nothing, single elimination. So yep, it's time. We're facing off AutoMatthic and his Nuzleafs. We'll see how this goes. If you want to check out his channel, in the description down below. Not sure how the prep is. I've theoried a bunch of stuff, but I feel like that this was my best potential option, and we'll see if I got the right calls or not. But let's see what he decides to bring here. Gonna be, yep, Rotom Cut gonna be brought this time. No surprise. Rotom's good against my team. The Weezing, which I expected. Starmie, okay. All right, pretty much expected to Starmie. No, Mandibuzz is actually really interesting, and the Mawile is a really interesting pick. Was not expecting Mawile at all. So maybe Mawile, well, Mawile is the only thing that can hazard other than Weezing with Toxic Spikes, but I'm not really too worried about Toxic Spikes with Amoonguss. Arcanine going to be brought here, yep, and Aegislash, okay. Maybe the Mawile specifically for the Umbreon. Actually, Mawile is actually kind of a threat if I don't play around it well. I'm going to need Rotom. Rotom's going to be very key in this game. It gets a lot of KOs potentially. So the question is, what do I want to lead off? Because not really too sure what I want to lead off. I could lead off Rhyperior for rocks. I'm a little bit worried if he leads Starmie though. But if he leads off Rotom is the question. I'm actually not sure what I should lead here, because I don't know what he's going to lead here specifically. No, Mandibuzz is just not what I expected at all. I'm going to lead off Umbreon actually, because the reason I'm going to lead off Umbreon is because if he leads off Starmie, I get a bit of offensive pressure against it if he wants to go for the attacks right away. And yeah, I think just like it deals with a lot of the leads that isn't Weezing or the Mawile specifically. So we'll see how this goes. I am not sure exactly about this. I didn't want to lead. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I didn't want to lead here specifically, but let's see how this is going to go. We're going to see the Voltaggeist, which is going to be the Rotom. Okay, pretty much kind of. I think he expected me to lead my own Rotom, which is kind of why I didn't want to lead off of my Rotom in the first place. I could Baton Pass here, but I really don't want Umbreon to get super chipped right away. So I kind of want to go on Amoonguss, but if I go Amoonguss, he probably just gets like a free switch into like Arcanine, for instance. So I think I am kind of forced to go for the Baton Pass right away. And yeah, we'll go for the Baton Pass. I kind of wish I did lead my Froslass, but I was just so scared of potential leads. Specifically, I was afraid of the Mawile leading. So we are going to see that a Volt Switch does come out, okay? No surprise. I had a feeling he was just going to like click Volt Switch with the Rotom Cut every single time he came in, because it's pretty free, which is why I brought Rhyperior this weekend. We're going to see the Mawile come out, okay, as I do Baton Pass, scared of a Toxic potentially. And now I get maybe some offensive momentum. I can go my Rhyperior and click Earthquake, for instance. I can go, yeah, Rhyperior Earthquake sounds pretty good to me. I could also go Rotom and just click like a Thunderbolt for some decent damage, which isn't a bad play here. But I think I'm gonna go to Rhyperior anyway. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Rhyperior anyway. And maybe we get up rocks, or should we Earthquake? Because he might go his own Rotom here. I think it might be Defog. I kind of want to get rocks up. Yeah, because his Defog user is either Rotom, which is good for me because getting chip on Rotom every time is really nice. So I'm going to get rocks up. Yeah, he's going to retreat here. I think his Rotom Cut's going to come out here. Yep, Rotom Cut going to come back in. And that's fine. I do get my rocks up, which is kind of nice because, again, it's either forced to defog or everything's taking rocks damage, which is pretty nice because a lot of his things are vulnerable to the rocks, specifically the Arcanine if it's not heavy duty boots. Not sure if he brought it this time. We'll go out into our Amoonguss here, which is my dedicated switch into this. If he goes Arcanine this time, I don't really mind as much because Rotom Cut's going to get pressured by the rocks. So I will go my Amoonguss here, as let's see if he Volt Switches or Defogs right away. Just goes for the Leaf Storm immediately. Wow. Hard read. I respect it. Goes for the Leaf Storm. He's going to Volt Switch the following turn. Okay. So the question is, what do I want to go for next? I could go for a Foul Play. I could Sludge Bomb. I kind of want to just Energy Ball realistically. Because his main switch-in's Mawile, I think. I think it'd be Mawile. Yeah, I'm just gonna Energy Ball. Like, I don't think Weezing comes in here. If it does, that's not even too bad for me. So we will see Volt Switch. Not too bad. I'll get some chip on the Mawile with Energy Ball, I think, with the rocks up, and then I can go for like switch to Rotom for offensive pressure. Because Rotom offensively pressures this Mawile quite a bit. We're gonna see Marley come in, which is the Arcanine actually this time. Oh, I could have. Ooh, and it's not heavy duty boots. Interesting. All right, no heavy duty boots. I am able to get an Energy Ball off into the Marley. Kind of wish I got a Sludge Bomb off. Not bad damage. I think that's offensive. As I will heal a bit with the Black Sludge, which is very nice. Rhyperior or Rotom? Kind of want to go Conga, actually. Because he brought Sunny Day last time, and he might Sunny Day this time. Yeah, I'll go Conk, actually. Yeah, I think Conk's a fair play, actually. I don't need Conk so much in this matchup. It really doesn't do too much against the team. And I think, like, just if I can get the Arcanine, it'd be very nice. Goes for Toxic. Okay. So Toxic comes out. Is it defensive? Didn't look defensive. But no Sunny Day is actually really good for me. I'm actually glad that I get Toxic Tier instead, because I'm not too concerned about the Conkeldurr right off the bat. I kind of want to just get a knockoff off. Yep, I want to go for knockoff. Pressures the I get like a decent hit on Weezing potentially. I have Heal Bell on the Umbreon, so I'm not too worried. We're going to see Share forms the Weezing. Yep, Weezing comes out, no surprise. Really want this Toxic off, gets the neutralizing gas, which doesn't matter since I'm not Guts in this game. And I got a little bit of chip off with the rocks and a knockoff. So if you have Black Sludge, you're not healing. Get a crit. A little bit unfortunate for him, but okay. Shuckleberry. Okay. That's actually very important for my Rhyperior. So I'm okay with this. I think I'm actually going to go Amoonguss. I kind of want to go Amoonguss and double out into Rhyperior. Because I think you Strange Steam and then you Flamethrower afterward. So yeah, I'm going to go Amoonguss first. Yeah. All right. Plan doesn't seem too bad. Plan doesn't seem too bad. It was Shucka, which was knocked off. I should watch that. Should be the Strange Steam. Yep. Okay, so Amoonguss able to tank that. I could go for a Spore. We'd get a Confusion. Not the end of the world. I will double out into Rhyperior. And yeah. Because I think you always click the fire move. So I will retreat the Amoonguss, go on to Rhyperior. I think on a Flamethrower. Maybe doubles, but I don't know. Yeah, Flamethrower. Perfect. Got it. Got it. Got it. Perfect double. Oh, what? All right, we're back. We DC'd. I'm switching back in the Rhyperior here as the play here as they went for Flamethrower. Yep. So, yeah, pretty good turn. I didn't get burned when we DC'd. Okay, perfect. And now I could either go a Rock Slide or I could go for Earthquake. Both are very viable here. The question is, which one do I want to go for? I kind of want a Rock Slide because, like, getting that damage on Rotom would be so nice for my team. And you know what? Yeah, gonna click Rock Slide. Yeah, they're gonna retreat here into the Rotom, I assume. As yeah, perfect. I get chip on the Rotom, which is cool. Heavy duty boots, nope. So that takes the chip, which is very nice. Rock Slide gonna come out once again into the Rotom. Oh, beautiful chip, beautiful chip. Oh, I absolutely love that chip. We also know it's not Choice Scarf on the Rotom, so if I can Rock Polish up with Rhyperior, I could definitely easily win this game. I'm gonna go back in Amoonguss, as they're probably gonna Volt Switch. Actually, I would, yeah, they would probably Volt Switch here. But I mean, there's no reason to let Rhyperior go down. Amoonguss is always a safe play here. Let's see who they Volt Switch out into. Oh, they Pain Split. Okay, so that's Pain Split. That's good to know. And it heals like a lot. Jeez. Is that offensive Rotom? I think it's offensive Rotom with like no thing. Okay. Oh, I kind of want a Toxic here. Should I Sludge Bomb? Maybe Sludge Bomb this time. Yeah, I'm gonna Sludge Bomb this time. I don't see a reason not to Sludge Bomb. That's kind of unfortunate because I thought I got like a good amount onto the Rotom cut, which is very sad, but it's okay. It's okay, not the worst case. I mean, if it's Frail Rotom, it's actually pretty decent, I think, in the long run, especially since they're not defogging. I feel like they don't have defog here. We're gonna see the Weezing come back out again. Okay, which is fine. And I'm able to get some good chip onto the Weezing, so I don't mind this too much. Yeah, very good chip damage on the Weezing. That thing's not super bulky. They might Strange Steam here, or they might Flamethrower. Still think the play is to go Rhyperior. I don't need Rhyperior healthy to win. I just need it to win. And I have Leftovers Recovery and the Wish support, and I'd rather let Amoonguss be healthy because having Amoonguss healthy is very important to deal with Rotom Cut. So I'd rather just go out into the Rhyperior as a Pain Split too. Wow, jeez. He likes Pain Split a lot. All right. I want to Earthquake this time. Or I could double out. I think I'd rather Rock Slide again. Yeah, they're going to retreat back into Rotom, which is fine. I don't need Rhyperior healthy. I just need to win. And I do think it's a Pokemon that can just win. So I will easily take the Rock Slide damage that I can get. Nice. Go back in Amoonguss is kind of like the same rinse and repeat. A lot of damage. Jeez, that's just doing so much damage to that Rotom. Wondering if they're going to Pain Split or Volt Switch this time. If they Pain Split, it might be best to go Frostlass. Because like Frostlass doesn't need health to win. Ooh, I like Frostlass a lot as an offensive play. Do I go Frostlass? Nah, I think I go back Amoonguss. I think Amoonguss is just safe. Did I get Regenerator health? Oh, I hope I did. Leaf Storm, perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I keep the Rotom low, which is really important because this allows me to start sweeping with the Rock Polish Rhyperior in the end game potentially. So I'll easily go for a Sludge Bomb here because I either force them out, they could go out into, I don't know, Mawile or something. I don't mind that. They Volt Switch here, not too bad for me. Weezing will go down. Yeah, I don't really mind this too much. Did I mess up my... Please tell me I didn't mess up my Amoonguss. All right, we're going to see the Weezing come back out, so I'll get another Sludge Bomb off. For some good chip, okay. They can Pain Split again, though, which is the thing, but I can't let Amoonguss go down. Even if they go back and if they double in the Rotom Cut, it's fine. Let me check. Okay, no, I am regenerated. I thought I wasn't getting health back for some reason. Yeah, we go back right here always. Like, either they Pain Split again, which isn't too bad of a deal, because they can't switch out in a Rotom Cut because it's so low. Yeah, they Flamethrower because they're trying to get rid of Amoonguss because Amoonguss is a threat. So this is the best turn I could have gotten because now that Rotom Cut's so low, the Weezing so low, it's going down to Rock Slide. I'm feeling very happy about the spot, so I will easily just click Rock Slide, I think, and do a lot of damage to the Weezing here, which we'll be able to pick it up And I should be able to knock out the Rotom. So this is perfect. Oh, really? First Rock Slide miss, and I didn't even want to use Stone Edge. Okay, there's no way you're going Rotom here, so I'm going to click Earthquake this time. Because he might preserve the Weezing this time, but I am going to Earthquake here. That's a very unfortunate miss. Maybe I should have just went for the Rock Slide. I mean, the Earthquake the first time, but I mean, maybe he tries to save this Weezing, which would be a very big mistake on an Earthquake. No, he sacks it. Okay. So goodbye, Weezing. Kind of sad because that Toxic's going to add up over time. But hey, he lost his main switch to Conkeldurr, which is not bad at all. Could have gotten better things though, but whatever. Okay. The problem is I don't see myself getting a heal bell very effectively in this game. So that's the problem I'm having with the Toxic. Because the damage is going to add up, especially the turn I set up. So, yeah. It's also very important against the Arcanine as well. So let's see who they're going to bring out here. Going to be Dawnstar this time, the Starmie. Okay. I don't have a good switch in for this thing, unfortunately. I feel like it's going to be Analytic Psychic coming out here. Do I have a switch? I think he's Psychic first. But I'm going to go Rotom anyway. Yeah, I'm going to go Rotom. If they Psychic, then I double out an Umbreon, I think. So let's see if they make the play or not. Because I could go into Umbreon and they might just Hydro Pump anyway. Trick. Okay, what are they? Oh, I got Choice Specs Rotom, which kind of was their downfall the last time. I think they definitely expected me to go hard Umbreon. So that ain't bad because Specs Thunderbolt, there's no switching. Yeah, the Rotom's super low too. So I'll easily go for the Thunderbolt. And the Starmie not having Specs is actually amazing for me. That's actually like the worst case for them. All right, so it was Specs and now Leftovers. Okay, they go for damage. That's perfect if they get rid of Starmie. So I get a Specs T-Bolt off to knock out the Starmie. Amazing for me. The Starmie goes down. That's amazing. Again, I'm very much liking the Rhyperior endgame once the Rock Polish gets set up and I get a bit of chip damage on that Aegislash. So feeling pretty good about this. Okay, not that big of a down set yet. And I don't think I need Rotom. No, I keep Rotom. No, Specs Rotom's still good. It depends on what they bring. If they go out and Rotom Cut, I'm easily just going out in Moongus. It's the safest play. They are going to go out into the Rotom Cut, which only it has to Pain Split here. It has to Pain Split. The question is, do I go... Oh, my Frostas is also looking good. I have so many Pokemon that just look good here. I'm just gonna go on Moongus. It's the safest play. They can't Volt Switch. They had to Pain Split, and they don't get much from the Pain Split, which is cool. Yeah, so they're forced to Pain Split. They actually got a bit more than I was liking, but that's okay. That's not too bad. They Volt Switch here always. Do I go Rhyperior? No. I take the extra toxic damage, but Regenerate could be nice too. But I kind of need this Mon healthy as well. I just need to get an offensive position. So I'm going to Energy Ball, I think. No. Trying to be concerned about the Mawa, which is a little bit tough. Yeah, I'm just going to Energy Ball. They do Volt Switch, no surprise. That's a crit. Oh, no crit. Okay. Oh, I just realized why I wasn't getting my Regenerator health, because I kept switching out on Weezing with the neutralizing gas. I just realized that. Okay. So Mawile comes out. All right. So I'm able to get an Energy Ball off. And then I'm going to go back into Rotom because, like, if they're going to try to KO me, they're going to go for what? I don't think they would play rough here. That's super risky. I think they would Iron Head. If they have Fire Fang, they could go for it. Wonder if they have Swords Dance. That could be a concern. I think Rotom's just fine, personally. Like, I don't even need Rotom to win the game, I think, theoretically. But let's see. I think Iron Head comes out. Or Ice Punch, that works too. Okay. That's Sheer Force. Life Orb Sheer Force. Okay. A Thunderbolt. They're gonna retreat actually, which is kind of strange because nothing takes this well. Yeah, even the Rotom Cut, it's a Specs Thunderbolt, so I don't know. I mean, it probably lives by like barely, but we'll see. Oh, that did nothing actually. What? Was my calc like way off? Go back into Moongus. Or do I just want to Thunderbolt here and just see who's faster? Because I kind of want to gamble, actually. Yeah, I'm going to Thunderbolt. I think they have to Pain Split, and if I'm faster, like, I get a lot of momentum. Oh, they Volt Switch, which is actually perfect. Yeah, because I live and I'm able to get the Specs T-Bolt off into something. So that's actually kind of nice. All right. Not what I expected. So they're running a faster Rotom Cut, which is not the end of the world for me. I really thought they were forced to Pain Split, too. I guess they have enough health to live the rocks. Because they don't have a Rapid Spinner because Storm is gone. And they don't have a Defogger. Yeah. So Two-Face is going to come out and get knocked out. So that's fine by me. So I will Thunderbolt. Goodbye, Mawile. Excellent. All right, so I get rid of the Maul. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So that's a Pokemon I don't have to worry about switching into. Let's see who comes out. Arcanine would take rocks damage, so I don't think so. Rotom Cut. I guess it could, but I mean, they could take the Rotom if I get rid of the Rotom. Like, if we trade Rotoms, that's completely fine by me. Yeah, they're going to go Rotom here. And I'll happily trade my Rotom for this Rotom. You know why I'll trade this Rotom? Because if I trade the Rotom, I mean, then I go Frostlass, and they don't have a... They have to pick one. So they Volt Switch again. That's fine. So my Rotom's going to go down, but their Rotom's gone because rocks are up. That's fine. And I get a switch for momentum because I get to pick the target. Awesome. This is probably the best situation I could have asked for. So let's see who is coming out now. If it's Aegislash, I probably want to click knock off a Conk. If it's Arcanine, okay. That does so much damage. The rocks do so much damage. Yeah, let's go Conk. Conk is a very safe play regardless. I get to click knock off, I think. I mean, I really think that they would just sack. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock off anyway. I don't see a problem with it. They Flamethrower, which is fine. I get the chip, which is nice. Okay. Eat my Citrus Berry. That Flamethrower did a lot of damage. Okay. Here's a knockoff. Goodbye, Arcanine. Goggles. Okay, that was their switch into the okay. I mean, Arcanine's down anyway. They only have an Aegislash left. They literally only have an Aegislash. So Aegislash has to do something against me or they're losing 100%. So Aegislash comes out. I go hard in Umbreon. I think Umbreon might be the call. Yeah, I'm gonna go Umbreon actually. Because if they Swords Dance, that's fine. If they close combat, that's actually really good for me, so that's fine. They stance change, okay. Into Iron Head. Flash Cannon. Okay, they're special. Doesn't do much damage. I'm gonna Foul Play. Yep, Foul Play is fine. Yeah, this is looking pretty much over. Yeah, because close combat's going to come out. I have a Chapel Berry. They're going to lower the defense. Aegislash should go down. And even if it doesn't go down, I do have my Frostlass. And then afterward, I also... Yeah, like Frostlash just cleans up, I think. So yeah, Foul Play should come out into the Aegislash, which it does. And this should pick up a knockout. If it doesn't, that'd be very shocking. But it does knock out the Aegislash, so Aegislash goes down. Rotom's going to go down to the hazards, and that is going to be good game. So the Jubilife Piplups are moving on to top 4 of the WBE, the underdog here to perform. form, chat. And yeah, that is going to be good game to AutoMatthic. If you want to go check out his channel, go check him out in the link in the description down below. But otherwise, yeah, top 4 in the WBE. Not bad. Not bad at all. I feel like we played super well. My prep was pretty good, I think, for the most part. I had some expectations of what he brought. Maul was not what I expected. I also didn't expect the actual defensive Arcanine this time around. The pain split also was catching me off guard a lot, but good game to AutoMatthic. And yeah, we are going to be able to move on to top 4. We're playing, I believe, the winner of MV versus, I think it was Moet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Moet. I'm not sure if it was Moet or Chimpact. I'm pretty sure Moet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Moet was AFC, so we'll be playing the winner of them next week. But yeah, look forward to it. I feel like we played really well for that. Yeah, I think we had a game plan set up. Rhyperior, amazing, could have been fantastic. But yeah, that's going to be it. Have a great day, people. And until we battle again, see you in top 4 of the WBE playoffs.